Saggies, hello, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot. Sorry, stuff that just fell down. And these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Yes. Saggies, how are you? I hope you're doing fine and that you're safe and well. Yeah, and since we reached 10,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. That's amazing. You'll get a 20% discount on all extended as well as private readings. All the info down in the comment section as well as the description box. Okay, and if you would like to win the 20-minute free private reading with myself in spirit, please subscribe to the channel and state that you did so below, or write something else really nice for the channel, for other people that may watch it. That's legit as well. Just knock yourself out there. All right, Saggies. I already pre-shuffled. This was for you, though. Yeah. I already pre-shuffled all of your cards. 2 guardian angel cards came out already. Interesting. They're not hopping, but they're showing. That's interesting. It's a general reading, which this one is, which may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates with you. Thanks. And leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else, right? You can reverse the placements. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. Always go with your gut feeling, right? So whenever the title of a message resonates with you, it doesn't have to be your sign in any way, not with this channel here. And the message or the title just resonates with you, or you for some other reason feel drawn to it, just go ahead and watch it. There may be a message in it for you. All right, let's hop in. Of course, as seems to be kind of the topic, something's hidden and some cards are there for us to observe, to see. What I can see is that there is a need for balance, and I really wanted to start at the beginning, but they wouldn't let me, which is interesting because there's something else that needs to be looked at first, which has to do with time, actually. Because we seem to be jumping to the future, something that you may expect or see coming already due to insights that you're getting intuitively, or that you're expecting here almost. We could also be talking about manifestation here that is coming in strong in such a sense for you, Sagittarius, that you already sense and perceive things before they actually happen, right? So this is looking into the future, but there's something that is there that we're not seeing yet. It's interesting. And the future says basically there is a need to balance time and energy. This could also denote to, because I'm seeing you as quite happy here, quite happily juggling the things that you have to do, time, money, your own effort that you put in, work-life balance possibly. I actually see you quite happy here. So that's interesting. And then you have the Page of Rods, which is a messenger. Someone who would like to give you a message, like write you a text, write you a letter, give you a phone call, show up at your doorstep, something like that. Now we're allowed to go to the first. So this was future, this is now. Oh, 3 of Rods. Spirit has given you a hand there. So for those of you that recently started a new project, a passion project possibly, this is Spirit really coming in and giving you a hand, because you've made that decision and you put inspired action in place. This is, again, manifestation 101. Making that decision, standing firm in it, and also taking action in that endeavor, in that regard. And Spirit's like, oh, you really want this? All right, let me give you a hand here. Beautiful, really beautiful. For those of you that we're not talking about a project or something that you're working on, it could also be just like spiritual growth, personal growth, that sort of a thing. But the necessity here is, and what you're doing, that's what I'm seeing here, is you are taking positive, inspired action towards that. And you're being rewarded with the help. Oh my God. 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. My goodness. You are being rewarded indeed. Maybe even before you reached your actual goal here. This is huge rewards coming in, and it could be very, very surprising to you, as it was to me right now, because usually there's some sort of a build-up. Not so here. It's like wham, and Sagittarius is getting the 10 of Pentacles, which is of course stability, right? It could also be in the form of monetary success. All of a sudden though, this is not something again that builds up. You may have tried different ways, go down different alleys to find that stability in your life, and you have tried and tried, but it wouldn't come around. And all of a sudden, that could be, I know that in September, 3 planets are going direct all of a sudden. So that could be that point in time. It doesn't have to be, but it just sprung to my mind, right? That then everything is coming in. You'll see, right? You'll see for yourself. And I will see for myself as well. How cool. This is so awesome. Wow. Congratulations. So I want to say almost immediate. I mean, when we're talking about, because time doesn't exist, obviously, in the above world. So it's to them it's absolutely immediate, right? To you it may be a little bit, but not very long in human terms. Yeah, and this brings you great stability, like that project, that working on yourself. Again, I feel it has to do with money though. This is, yeah, it brings you stability, but also something that is like that you've wanted for a long time here. We could also be talking about a partnership here that brings you great stability, right? Or maybe all 3 of them, right? Because it's just, it feels like a lot. It feels like a huge reward. Wow. Yeah, and of course that makes you super happy. Now I understand the balancing of the future self. It's just like, yeah, now it's so easy because I've got this, I've got that. But before that, you had to learn how to be in that position without all of that. And that can be a tough lesson, right? When spirit is just taking things away from us and makes us go through difficult situations. But this is for our highest good, so that we then stand in that and that we can actually enjoy this for a lifetime, right? Because when we are given this prematurely, what will happen is we want more. We want more. We want more of this. We blame other people for our happiness or unhappiness instead of looking within and coming back to ourselves. And it looks to me like you learned this here the hard way, most likely. And now it's coming in for you because you've managed to feel this inside you. So gorgeous, Saggies. And this may have come with a couple of tears. I'm feeling my throat chakra here a little bit restricted, so you may want to work on that. Or it could be tears that are like making their way up up and out your eyes, right? Yeah, but either way, it's fantastic, and really congratulations for that message. I can't wait who that is, to find out who that is and what kind of a message they're bringing. Are you kidding? What? Okay. I did not see that coming. There seem to be quite a few surprises. Oh, the Tower. This message that is coming in is bringing a Tower moment with it. And of course that's kind of weird to hear, right? Because you're like, nobody wants to like be confronted with a Tower moment here. But I feel, oh yeah, this is super important information that is coming in for you. Now this could be either by spirit or it could be by an actual human being. This is truth revealed. That will then cause a Tower moment in your life, but one that is super beneficial to you. Again, when you receive the news, it may not feel so great. Oh my God. Oh, do I have to say that? I am so sorry, Sagittarius. I am the messenger here, and because this energy is coming in all of a sudden quite heavily. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's totally fine, right? For others, it's just to prepare you for something. So it's like, it's going to feel quite heavy when this comes in here for you. When the revelation, this is a revelation of some sort that is coming in, that is ultimately there to free you from a situation that has been plaguing you for a while here. And you're just being freed from that. But hearing it at first may cause some sort of a shock, because it seems to be like grave news. But fear not, immediately that comes in. Fear not, and quite strongly from spirit. Spirit guides, the angels, the ancestors, the sacred ones are here with you. The divine mother, the divine father are here for you, Sagittarius, to guide you through this event. To guide you through this event, to bring back and restore peace and alignment within you. Now they want me to read to you the guardian angel card. I was getting all happy and worked up, and now this. So, self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you, and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exists in all things. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. Wow! Did you see that? Wow. Of course you did, you watched it. Oh my god. 3 of Stones, creativity. It could be tied, Sagittarius could be tied to a Scorpio with a spiritual initiation. It could very well be, because this was one of the cards, and when the Tower came up, it immediately felt like that. So there may be something in there for you, and you may want to watch it. Could be beneficial to you. So 3 of Stones, creativity. Again, we have Mother Earth here, the connection to Mother Earth. Like, ground yourself, put your roots deep into the ground, and yeah, connect yourself with her. Connect yourself with her nurturing energies and her protection as well, because she has the most warm embrace, right? That feels so good when you receive it. There's also, in case you haven't watched it yet, I put a video out, but I don't think many people have watched it yet. I created a new channel, Universal Power Meditations. There may also be something over there for you, especially the meditation for grounding, clearing, charging, and protection. So if you'd like, you can go check that out. Universal Power Meditation. I'll drop a link down below as well, right? And it's creativity. It's just in that realm. Allow your creativity to flow through your projects. Your projects, focusing on your projects is going to help you heaps here to bring out that gorgeousness out of yourself, to bring out that creativity, because it's going to ground you so much within your earthly existence. And this is going to be especially important for those that kind of feel up in the air sometimes by the divine connection, right? Because this project is really, really grounding you. And this is so interesting, because all of a sudden this becomes big, like really big. And again, this is tied into like the very first cards here, because look at this. We have a 3, a monument with 3 sticks. Look where she's standing, a monument that is huge and monumental. You're here to leave your imprint, Sagittarius. 3 stone blocks on top of each other. So it may start out like, you'll be like, oh, I'm just creating for the fun of it and because I feel drawn towards it. And all of a sudden, it is really this huge construct that you created that flowed out of you. And you're just like standing there in amazement. And look how she's leaning against it. It's really like, wow, I did that. I made that. I created that. That is here for the ages. Do you see this? Sticks may not necessarily be, but stones are for sure. There are stone monuments all over the world, all over this planet, because they have been made for the ages. And that's kind of like what you will be creating here, which is incredible. To all my change makers, light workers, yes, guys, yes, let's go. Very good, very, very good. Yeah, there could definitely be something in there in that Scorpio readings, but this is super cool. Thank you. Yeah. Queen of Bows with the hair is next out. And this one is kind of like, again, like kind of a darker kind of an energy. And that's what happens with initiation, right? We're being confronted with things that may not feel so great. However, when we focus on that which makes us happy, on that which brings us out of a certain vibration, then that's a really good thing, and that's something you can benefit from. And again, they come in with fear not. Look at this. The hare, although he may be a little bit on edge and maybe very aware of what is happening around, look what he did. Like, he totally stomped on, I almost want to say dark forces. He stomped on that which, rephrase it, he stomped on that which doesn't serve him at all, right? Stomping on that and really gaining the upper hand in this situation entirely. Right. Sometimes hares are actually portrayed with claws, and this one actually is. So they may look all fluffy and everything, right? And may look like they're small maybe and can't do much, but this one sure can. And hares can. They can scratch big time, big time. They're really quite clever animals too, and quite quick and very adaptive. They've been around for a while as far as I know. Oh my God, yeah. And this is again, I'm getting the feeling of reading like a child's book, because these two pictures totally merge. Do you see this? This is incredible. It's like this landscape is connected to the other landscape here. Yeah, and this is another connotation towards how important it is to ground yourself, to lean on your projects, and to lean on what you've created already, and draw strength from that, and to draw strength from your connection to Mother Earth. Thank you. Oh, wow. 3. We'll see. All right. Okay. Okay. So, looking really good. 7 of arrows, that's the insecurity. So you're being freed and cleansed of insecurities. With the arrows here, those are the swords in the traditional tarot. So this is mental. This is freeing yourself from any mental attachments. And that really ties into the self-criticism. Those arrows that are in you are actually the ones that you shot yourself. And I know that this realization can be painful at first. However, when we know this, we are totally empowered at the same time. And this is where this tower kind of comes in too, because you're like, I'm shocked that I talked to myself that way, that I adapted what was given to me by my environment, for example, what was placed, and just kept the narrative running in my head and talked to myself that way. And that can be really, like I said, like a shock. But Spirit's coming in here to free you from this, and because you in turn are then the one that pulls those arrows and heals those wounds, right? I know it's really quite graphic, but that's what they're giving me. So that's that. You're the one that is healing yourself here. Yeah, and this is also like a small death process. Can you see the skull down here? It's like a small death process. Yeah, and it's a step away from a victimhood mentality. And I know this can be triggering. Still do try to hear it, because this is super, super important. Super important for your empowerment, right? So you can learn how to deal with it yourself. And not blame the environment, because we said that earlier. That's interesting. And, well, guess who did that? Guess how I know? Because I did that, okay? And I'm trying not to do that anymore. It still happens sometimes, but it's better, and it's definitely worth pursuing, because in my personal opinion, that's the way to happiness, and that's the way to go, really, because yeah, anything else always involves like outside influences, and you don't really want to be influenced by outside influences that much anymore. You want to be able to keep your vibration fairly solid, and that's why this whole event is here for you, Sagittarius. All right, we're going to take this over with the last 2 cards here over to the extended, to Vimeo and or Patreon if you would like to follow us. Again, 20% discount on all extendeds and private readings, so go check it out if you'd like in the description box. and comment section, and we'll draw more oracle cards and see whatever else Spirit has here, advice for us on how to move through the situation here. And I'm curious because it looks quite good, like I said, but we'll see. Okay, so thank you so much for being here, and I'll either see you over there or next time. Bye, Saggies.